Oh, that's so fun.
That
I
is.
love that.
Welcome back to Indy Now. We're back with the Film Yap. Let's talk about what's new in theaters, Chris, and whether you think it's worth our money. So let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah, kind of a smaller film week, and that's okay.
Okay.
Because I like those art films, foreign language films, things like that. So if you're into those more little eclectic choices, this is a good week for you.
Eclectic. I like the way you said that.
We've got Parallel Mothers, and this is the latest from Spanish filmmaker Pedro Almodovar, giant of European cinema, Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, All About My Mother. And like a lot of his movies, it's very focused on women's stories. Stars Penelope Cruz as a woman who is having a baby on her own as an older woman. And she also has a relationship that she strikes up in the hospital with a teenage girl also having a daughter. So they both have baby daughters and kind of become friends. And then things go on from there, and they have it's a very sort of soap opera type of plot, and that's not an insult.
Yeah.
A lot of his movies are deliberately soap opera-y. A lot of bright colors, a lot of great emotions, terrific actors, some people you've seen before. Penelope Cruz really steals the show. By the way, Penelope Cruz, 47 years old. I don't know what she's doing, but I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
So just a very emotional, touching story. And if you're into Pedro Almodovar movies, you're going to love this one.
I love that you quoted a movie in a critique about another movie. That was so great. Tell us about Rifkin's Festival.
Woody Allen is still around and still kicking, and he's got his new movie coming out, and this stars Wallace Shawn as a older film expert who's kind of snooty. Maybe he feels like his best days behind him. He's going to Spain to a Spanish film festival with his wife, played by Gina Gershon, who's there to work as a publicist. And so he's just sort of teetering around, doing things, bumping into people, having conversations, very much worrying about his life, worrying about death, worrying about his wife, falling in love with this French filmmaker, very dashing fellow that she's working with. And it's just sort of very Woody Allen-esque sort of plots. He actually ends up meeting someone else himself, a Spanish doctor that he starts to imagine that he's going to fall in love with. But along with Woody Allen movies, it's often, the romance is as much imagined or misperceived as actually happening. Not my favorite of the Woody Allen films, but for those who love his stuff, I don't think you're going to want to miss out.
Okay. All right.
That one looks good. We have Flea. What can you tell us about Flea?
So this is an interesting movie. It's a foreign language film. It's also a documentary, and a lot of people are declaring this the best documentary film of the year.
Ooh.
Actually, Indiana Film Journalist, it won our award. And also it's animated. So it's an animated documentary foreign language film.
Interesting.
And it's about the story of a man who fled Afghanistan as a child, as a refugee, ended up in Russia for a while, and then finally ended up going to Europe, still while very young, and being estranged from his family. Very, very emotional story, and a lot of people are saying it's actually winning awards for both Best Animated Film and Best Documentary.
Oh, wow.
So definitely one I think you're going to want to check
Gotta be
out.
good.
Yeah, it's very touching film.
Chris, tell us what, if we want to stay in, we want to watch something on streaming, what's out?
Netflix has got a new one out. It's called The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window, and yes, that's an intensely long title. And it stars Kristen Bell as it's a spoof of these movies and shows that you see. It's always about like a woman who sees something, like the girl on the train or the woman in the window and those things like that. And so she thinks she's seen a murder next door, and so she starts telling people about it, but she drinks a lot and has problems, emotional difficulties, so no one really believes her. But so it kind of ends up being like a spoof of these whodunit murder mystery types of shows and movies. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one looks good. So is that one already on Netflix?
Yes, that is out today.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
I
that's
think
cool.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah, right? You're like, I'm putting that on tonight.
Yeah.
Chris, tell us about this great event that you have coming up this weekend here
Yeah,
in
so
Indy.
special event, one time only. You probably heard of the film because you've heard me talk about it here on the show. Kurt Vonnegut, Unstuck in Time.
Yes.
Definitely one of the best documentaries of the year. They're going to have a special screening on Sunday here in town at the Living Room Theaters. That's the new theater on Mass Ave. And they're going to have the director Robert Weedy he's going to be appearing by satellite. But some of these other folks, local experts on Kurt Vonnegut, are going to be appearing in person. I believe also Heartland Film Festival guru Greg Sorvig is going to be emceeing the event. So definitely don't want to miss out on that one. What a cool event.
That's great.
I've been wanting to check out the Living Room Theater.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yes,
It looks
terrific.
really cool.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Okay, and we've also got a promo that you are partnering with a special cinema in town. Tell us about that.
Speaking of independent cinema, the Can Cinema, also near downtown there, is partnering with us, and we are offering subscriptions to the Film Yap at a great discount, and part of the proceeds will go to benefit Can, which is a nonprofit independent cinema showing actually a bunch of these movies that we just talked about today. So support your local film community, both those who display, exhibit the movies and those who write about it. That's on our website, filmyap.substack.com, or on the social medias for both places.
Awesome. Chris, thanks so much for keeping us informed. We always appreciate it.
Yeah,
It
thank
is
you.
my pleasure.